Hi, welcome to How to D&D. My name is Fred Wheeler and today I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons. And today's topic, as it happens, it's not just Dungeons and Dragons 5e. I thought I would surprise you a little bit. And yes, how do you combine the Lost Mine of Fandalva with Dragon of Icespire Peak? I am actually going to talk to this topic. For those of you who are wondering if I ever would, yes, I had time, here it is. So this is a Dungeon Master Guide. It's not suitable for players. If you are a player playing through the Lost Mine of Fandalva or the Dragon of Icespire Peak, you need to go and watch one of my other videos because this is not the right video for you. If you want to watch this video, come back at a later date when you've finished running through that adventure. Now, I have actually run both adventures as a Dungeon Master. I've run the Lost Mine of Fandalva and I've run Dragon of Icespire Peak. I have never run them combined, and there's a couple of different reasons why, but I think based on the fact that I have run both of these adventures, I've got enough information and know how to explain to you how to combine them. I know people like to do that, and so I thought I would talk to that topic for today. Personally, just my personal opinion, you don't have to take it as golden, okay? Personal opinion, I would run the Lost Mine of Fandalva and the Dragon of Icespire Peak separately in different Dungeons and Dragons 5e campaigns. But again, it's just my opinion. You do not need to listen to me. If you want to combine them, that's why we're here today. If you want to combine these two adventures, my advice to you is to try to keep everything super simple. Super simple is going to be the answer because there's too much going on if you don't do it and make it simple. First off, the Lost Mine of Fandalva, in my opinion, is the stronger story out of both of these adventures. And because it is the strongest story out of both of them, I would run the Lost Mine of Fandalva first, but I would strip away any side quests, any kind of side quest you have that you don't need. You're only going to use the absolutely necessary locations, and the side quests can go, okay? So I'm going to use a milestone method. For those of you who are wondering, what sort of method you might want to use in this game, I think milestones are far more sensible than using XP. It'll just create too many problems for you, and the idea is to make this simple. So the milestones for the Lost Mine of Fandalva that I recommend that you follow, and there's only 4 locations to consider, in my opinion. The first one is your lead-in, which is the Goblin Arrows, but you're going to run through Cragmore Hideout, and the adventure explains how to do that, so it's nice and simple. They will start at level 1, and if they complete that location, they will advance to level 2 when they have completed and hopefully either dealt with or defeated Crag. Okay, if they do that, they have completed that section. The second stage, I would run the Red Brand Hideout when they get to Phandelver. Okay, you can have the Red Brands, encounter them, meet them on the streets, cause some trouble, and you just follow exactly what's in the adventure book already. They'll be level 2, and you will advance them to level 3 when they complete the Red Brand Hideout and defeat or stop or kill or deal with Glassstaff in the Red Brand Hideout. When that section is complete, hopefully they will have enough information and they will be able to proceed to step 3. And step 3 is Cragmore Castle. Okay, this location, they should be level 3 and will advance to level 4 when they complete this location. Hopefully they will save Gundren Rockseeker, but there's no guarantee that's going to happen. But we're going to assume that they either defeat or deal with King Groll, okay, the Bugbear King. Once that section's done, that should give them enough information to proceed to stage 4. Now, stage 4 is our finale for this adventure. Wave Echo Cave. They face the Black Spider. They should be level 4 here and will advance to level 5 when they complete this location and they defeat Nesnar the Black Spider or capture him depending on what they want to do. Now I know a few of you are thinking, well, this sounds like a railway train. It's on tracks completely. Is there no room for choice? I think there is a little bit of room for choice, and you could change things around a little bit. So you could run the Red Brand Hideout or Cragmore Castle in different orders. You can change the order. It doesn't mean that the Red Brand Hideout needs to be the second stage. It could be the third stage. In any case, every time they complete a location, they gain another milestone or essentially another character level. And it's, of course, all of this is going to depend on your players' choices in the game. So that's Lost Mine of Phandelver dealt with. And we want to move on to the next adventure. And our next adventure is Dragon of Icespire Peak. So the milestones for Dragon of Icespire Peak were difficult for me because it's very tempting to use everything that's available, and we're not going to do that. We're only going to use the things that are absolutely essential. First off, just as the adventure explains, we're going to present the threat, the rumours about the dragon being spotted and attacking people. And our players' characters are going to be hired or be given the quest Axholm. Okay? The intention behind Axholm, and they should be level 5 here, is that they're going to try and find a safe location or safe haven for the locals or people of Phandalva. Okay? Once that's complete, we then need to proceed to, which is stage 6, since Axholm is stage 5, stage 6 is going to be the Dragon Burrow. Okay, the Dragon Burrow, we want to get them a magical weapon to deal with this dragon. They'll still be level 5, but at the completion of this particular location and quest, they will advance to level 6. And we are hoping, but it's not absolutely necessary, but we're hoping they will get hold of the dragon sword. Once that's dropped, we should have enough information to lead them on to the next stage. And even if there isn't, there's enough in the adventure to allow you to proceed to stage 7. Stage 7 would be Icespire Hold. Complete this quest. Now they'll be level 6. They will advance to level 7 when they complete this adventure. I know a lot of people are like, well, hang on, aren't we moving too quickly? No, I think this is actually perfectly fine. This particular location feels like it's a combination of 2 different quests, because we don't just have the dragon to deal with. We also have the adventuring party that are holed up trying to get into the Icespire Hold, but waiting for the players to do all the hard work. So there's actually 2 quests here as far as I'm concerned, or 2 threats, major threats. So that's how I would do it. But there is some provision for changing things around just a little bit, because I know some people will start getting upset if I don't talk about it, so I will. And that is, you could run the Circle of Thunder at level 6 before you run Icespire Hold. If, say, Xanth the Centaur reveals that quest or that location, but it's not absolutely vital to the completion of the story. If you follow those stages, 1 through to 7, it'll do most of the work. If you want to add an 8th stage, okay, make sure you run the Circle of Thunder before you do Icespire Hold, and that should all sort of move you on in terms of the story. Now, one of the things to also consider, and that really depends on what you're doing with your adventure after this, although the Circle of Thunder is not vital, it can be used to set up the Dungeons and Dragons Essentials Kit expansion adventures that take place after Dragon of Icespire Peak. So you might want to run that particular adventure so there's a hook for after defeating Cryovane. And once Cryovane's dealt with, then you move on to a new storyline. But, as I said, you don't need to absolutely do it if you're just going to be running those stories, and that's it, nothing else. Super simple, really easy to run. It's a very simple structure, and you shouldn't get lost. And yes, I know there's a lot of content in the Essentials Kit and the starter set that you'll never use if you do this, but seriously, you're just going to distract your players and they'll get lost. So that's why I have presented it in this way. Now, if you found this video helpful and informative, fantastic. I'm really happy. And if you want to support the channel, Well, guess what? There are hundreds of videos for players and Dungeon Masters you can go and check out. I have a playlist for Dungeon Masters on the Lost Mine of Fandalva. I have a playlist for Dungeon Masters on how to run Dragon of Icespire Peak. Both of those adventures have playlists on my channel. If you want to support the channel so I keep doing video content like this, you can do that through Patreon, the Amazon affiliate links down in the description, the merchandise shelf underneath my videos, or just watch my videos, that's fine too. Make sure to share, like and subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified when I go live and when I publish new videos. And I go live a lot, and hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s.